These are our wonderful 14-day pickles. Now, you may think that that sounds like a long time to make pickles, and it is 2 weeks, but most of the time the pickles are just sitting on your counter. You're not having to do something to them every single day. And believe me, they are a delicious sweet pickle and well worth the effort. Okay, I have washed these pickles, or excuse me, cucumbers, and you can see we have some white cucumbers. Actually, they came up volunteer this year, which was strange, and some regular straight 8 cucumbers. This one is a little bigger than I like, but I'm just going to cut it in half and use it anyway. I just really wanted to show you about the width I slice them. I just cut off both ends, and I've got my bowl right here that I put them in. This is about how many cucumbers I had sliced up. I'd say it's about 3/4 of a gallon. Unfortunately, we didn't plant enough cucumbers. This is my third batch. So I told my husband next year, if we're going to make 14-day pickles, I want to plant plenty of cucumbers so they all come in at one time, because it is aggravating to just do small batches when I'm used to doing maybe a 5-gallon bucket that's 3 gallons full or something like that. But in addition to my cucumbers in this bowl, I put in about 3/4 cup of this pickling and canning salt. And so now I have some water on the stove boiling, and I will put that in there next. As you can see, I've poured over the cucumbers and the salt about 3/4 of a gallon of water. Some of the cucumbers are floating, so you must put a weight on top. I have this bowl that fits pretty well as a weight, and I put water in here, and I'm going to put just a little bit more water to make sure that these pickles stay down in the brine. These pickles are called 14-day pickles, but as my mom used to say, honestly, they could be anywhere from 14 to 20 days because she was a farmer's wife. And so sometimes she couldn't get to the pickles that day. And it's okay if you can't. Just let them sit in whatever state they're in. It's fine for them to stay in the brine longer. It's fine for the next 2 steps if they stay a day longer. You just have to do what works for your schedule. Now, I will put the lid on this bowl. And to be honest, if we get a couple of pickles in the next few days, some cucumbers, then I will add them to the bowl. Now we're on day 8. I have taken this bowl off from the top, and you see this little black, that is a little bit of mold. That is perfectly normal. It happens every time. You may even get some mold around the edges. You just wash the pickles off really well. The salt kills the mold, but sometimes if the weight doesn't hold them down in the brine, it will mold around them. It's happened every year, and I just wash that off. Now I have on the stove about a gallon of hot water. I'm just going to boil that and set it over the top of the pickles. Now I have poured the water back on top of the pickles. I'm going to put my bowl that kind of weights them back down back on the top of the pickles. I'll pour some water in that bowl to weight it down, and then you just let it sit like this overnight. This is day 8. Now, as you can see, I have the alum poured over it. I have some water on the stove boiling. Once it comes to a boil, I will pour it over the pickles and let them sit for 20 minutes. I've taken the bowl off the top, and this is the alum water. I'm just going to drain it from this bowl. And the next step is I'm going to rinse these really well and put them in this. So now I'm going to make a spice packet. This is mixed pickling spices, and I'm making about 3/4 of a recipe. And then I'm going to put 2 cinnamon sticks with this. Okay, then I put the pickling spices in this big pot, And I'm going to start today with about 4 cups of sugar. And then this is white vinegar. And I've got about 3 pints in this. Now, I'm going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil. And you want to stir it really well so the sugar will dissolve. As you can see, I've been stirring and it started boiling. It doesn't have to come to a real full rolling boil, just so it boils to dissolve the sugar. And I'm moving the spices around too to get all the spices infused in the vinegar. So now I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to move it closer to this pitcher. And I'm going to take my spices out first because they are messy. There's no way not to get a little bit on your counter, but and then we're at the last day of these. We're getting ready to put them in a jar. So this, I'm going to take out my spices and my juice, and I'm going to boil. Just going to try to let this drain a little bit, try to not make too big a mess. I'll put that in there. And you'll see some spices did come out, which is fine. It won't hurt anything. I'm going to pour the juice out. It's actually like a syrup now because it's got so much sugar in it. And I'm going to heat the juice back up. And I'm going to use warm jars. So we're going to heat this back up to boiling. And we'll come back when it comes to a boil. I've got the 4 flats. I'm going to put those in. See, this has come to a boil. There are a few spices left in it. And as soon as these rings come to a boil, then I'm going to... Okay, now I have hot jars or warm jars, and I'm just taking the pickles and stuffing them as many as I can in each one of these pint jars. Now the pickles are cold, or not cold, they're room temperature because they've been sitting out. But again, I'm heating up the syrup that goes in them. So I'm going to turn it down to low. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my jar lids with a damp cloth since that's got sugar, because I want my lids to seal. Get 4. As you can see, my water is starting to boil around the edges, so this is good enough just to bring it to a boil. So I'm going to turn that off. The brine or syrup is also boiling. I'm going to scoot it closer. I've put a canning ring on top, and I'm just going to fill up the jar, leaving a little bit of head space. You kind of have to look down here to see where to stop. That's enough. And then I'm going to take a knife and kind of what we call burp it to get all the bubbles out of it. And then you can see there's still some space for liquid in this one. After you pulled that off, you can see better. Now, okay, right here is where the juice is. So I've left some head space. Again, I'm going to wipe the jar because I've probably got some syrup on it. And I'm going to take one of these flats and put on top. And then I'm going to finger tighten them. Now, because the jar was hot, the liquid was hot, and the top was hot, I'm not going to water bath these because my mom and my grandmother never did. I'm not telling you to do that. That's just how we do it. But if these 4 jars don't pop, then I will water bath them so that to make sure that they are safe to stay in our pantry for about a year. These because my mom and my grandmother never do that. It's just pop, then I will water bath so that to make sure that they are safe to stay in our pantry for about a year. We ended up with 4 pint jars. As I said earlier, we wait for it to pop. That's the sound it makes when it seals. So I will double check it later this afternoon. And if one of them hasn't sealed for whatever reason, I will do a water bath canning. But my grandmother never did, neither did my mom. And I've never had to. But you do what works for you. That's not what the FDA says. That's just old country canning. I want to thank you so much for watching today. This is an old-fashioned recipe for the 14-day pickles. And my grandmother used to make them and my mom used to make them. Our favorite way to eat them was with these. They are a very sweet pickle and they have just a little spice to them as well. She also would make put a salad. She did a salad if she didn't have 14-day pickles in. Again, please put in the comments any other old-fashioned recipes you'd like to see in the next video. Thanks.